Hey, you'll never believe this. I woke up this morning with the funniest dream insult. You want to hear what it was? Okay, check it out. I'll eat you up, shit you out, and then piss on the pile of shit. Oh, Pedro, listen, I need to go. I'm sorry. I gotta go right now. Oh, dear God, did I just do that on camera? I totally forgot our appointment at 11:32 today. Sorry. I hope you're not offended. Well, we got some things to talk about, I suppose. First of all, what's going on? It's always nice to just talk about what's going on, let some of that, stuff on the top just sizzle away, fizzle away, frizzle away. Why am I wearing a tie? It's because I have them and I never use them. So why not? Got to use what you have, right? Otherwise, you got to give it away. And I don't want to give my ties away. I've done a lot of hunting and thrift stores for ties, and this is a clip-on, as you see, and I'm very fond of it. It's a very important video. It must be because I am wearing a tie. So let's just talk about the weekend real quick. I went to visit a big-ass plane on the weekend with my son. Took him there for Cub Scouts. It's one of those planes that holds like 200,000 pounds of fuel, and it fuels other planes up in the sky. And I also went out and did a bunch of BS yesterday. Went to the church, went to the YMCA with my son, went swimming. You see, I still have a little bit of a cough here. And that's going to happen. That's going to happen. Totally just forgot what I was talking about. No, but okay. So I spent a lot of the weekend playing a game on the iPad here called Balls, B-A-L-L-Z. I just got hooked on this game and I just couldn't stop playing it. So I wasted a lot of time. I don't know if I could have recorded vocals, which I have to do very badly for some of these tracks that I'm making. And I can't wait to share some of this music with you. I think you're really, really going to love it. If you're awake, if you have a soul inside, if you're not completely dead, I think you're going to like it. If you're totally dead, then, I really don't care. I think a lot about the world ignoring me. And it's like, what's worse, to be completely unknown and not put anything out there? Or is it worse to actually put myself out there and not get any positive feedback? I mean, I've given my parents like 20 tracks that I've made this year and they never get back to me. Yeah, I listened to it. I really liked it. Never hear anything back from them. Oh, I want to talk about my nails real quick. So I had these guitar nails and I realized that I let them get really, really damn long. I was watching one video. I was like, holy shit. I was like holding my hand like this and I was like, damn, that looks like a friggin' dagger. So I have to keep them somewhat long to play guitar. And I'll do a little bit of guitar playing on one of these videos sometime. We'll have a nice fun song that we'll sing together. I'll get you singing with me. Because that's really good. That's a really good thing to do, to sing together. We sing a lot in heaven. Did you know that? And we harmonize really, really beautifully. And because space-time isn't warped up there, we have these amazing, like even a major third, it's like, whoa, that's incredible. It can be super simple and it can be just, wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Got my coffee here. I just went to therapy for about an hour this morning. And the therapist was a little bit better, but he scheduled me 4 weeks out again. So what good is, seeing him if I can only go every 4 weeks? And how insane is that, that we have to go make an appointment to see a therapist in this world? Rather than, how many people live in the neighborhood here? How come I can't just talk to someone around here? It's like we don't have any awake individuals, people that are used to listening that you can, process your shit with. You can babble with people, but that doesn't really do much good. I have this plan because it's obviously important that people don't just get together, but people are being very brutally honest with one another. They're sharing things with people that they're ordinarily not sharing with others. I got a lot of stuff written down here that I wrote last week, and I don't know how much of it I'm going to get to. Yesterday, I was very much immersed in my outings. Part of the reason I have to do these video games sometimes is just to unload the damn brain, get this thing distracted from my own body. And if I go out and it's total chaos out there, then it takes a little while for me to work, just chill. Driving can be a real pain in the ass. I'm real interested in traffic. I see that we have the solutions for traffic. Many of them have been implemented around the world already, like slowing people down on highways during really high volume times, charging people tolls to avoid certain roads to decrease the number of cars and increase the flow. blah blah blah. Traffic is one of my interests. But anyhow, I got home. I was real pissed off, from this real fricksy kind of energy. I call it the fricks. Is the opposite of the flow. So now we're getting into what I wanted to talk about is a hive mind mentality. So I think I already mentioned the ant colony, but we also have the bees too. The bees are the ants, and they work together with perfect knowledge of what they're doing. And human beings are not any different than that. In that we actually work together to shape reality. We do that unconsciously for the most part, so we don't know what we're doing. But we actually are an instrument of whatever we choose to align with. And so that's why knowledge and ignorance are so important here. Understanding how important knowledge is for salvation. We can't save the world without knowledge first, because ignorance, by default, means you serve death. It means your mind collectively works with the hive mind to not only honor death, make death your final goal, your final destination, it also does whatever it can to stamp out salvation. So that's what the hive mind does. The hive mind automatically is programmed to reject anything having to do with salvation. Kind of hard to believe. Now, yeah, like yesterday night, I'm just doing the damn best I can here. My wife, she rarely asks me any questions about spirituality, but I came to bed last night and she asked me a few questions. And she was asking me certain questions about, like, the origin of the world, the separation, the initial separation. We got into that a little bit. And what I wanted to tell her is that, look, I don't understand how it could have taken place, because largely what I believe is that we have a mind that's so distorted that it's incapable of understanding. So let's use this analogy and see if you can relate to this. You ever take a nap in the afternoon and you're kind of drifting back and forth between conscious awareness? And when you're slipped back into a more astral state or whatever it is, you think these things and they're rational, and then you come back, you open your eyes, and it's like, okay, whatever I was thinking made sense while I was in that state, but now it doesn't make sense anymore. We have like a scrambler here, so that it scrambles reality. So what we're capable of understanding here is probably very limited. So I don't think we're probably not even capable of understanding the initial separation very well with these instruments that we have. These are instruments of imprisonment. What you see here, this flesh body, the one you're in too, is an instrument of imprisonment. It's not your identity. It's something you're wearing. To me, it feels like a chainmail suit with an itchy wool liner. That's what it feels like to me. And I need a lot of relief, a shitload of relief. This has been a very, very physical journey for me, and I'm putting myself out here now. And I've tried in the past. I'm not gonna say anything bad about my past efforts to do this, but it becomes more important at certain times to risk going public to get the positive feedback I need to get the collaboration going. Because really what we have to do here is we have to build one another up. We have to build each other's confidence. Today's the equinox, by the way, March 20th, and I kind of had this mental note I was going to do this meditation, this mass meditation. I don't really believe in this stuff, though, too much. I believe much more in practical, nuts and bolts, bricks and mortar kind of things, like actually getting together and actually seeing results from our interaction. Because ultimately, salvation is going to be something that the proof is going to be in our experience. So we'll actually be able to observe it as we come together and we create these alchemical salvation caliber relationships. We're going to be actually experiencing salvation as we're doing it. It's not going to lie to us. It's not going to be subtle. It's not going to be like a subtle shift. It's going to be like, yes, I experience this right now. It's going to be like that. So that's going to be about it for now. My nerves are fried, absolutely fried. Coffee doesn't really help, but I kind of like the buzz.